Shirley, I know that you say that when a mother has a child that gets killed because of a hate crime, or their son or their daughter is gay, how do you feel about that mother?
How about if you quit trying to make that myopic and microscopic? If you've got a young child who is cut off in their life before it even really gets started, then there is something going on there. That is the same judgment executed by the same God that sent the tsunami and sent the tower, knocked down the towers.
So you're saying you don't have no sympathy for
I'm saying
a mother whose
that
child
let's
was
be more.
killed.
What you really mean is why are we standing outside the funerals of these dead soldiers with these signs saying America is doomed? God hates fags. God hates fag enablers.
Yes.
God hates America. America's doomed. What I'm saying about that, those mothers, those parents, they raised those children for the devil. They did not teach them what the Lord their God required of them, and those children were cut off by a raging mad God before their life got started.
And you're angry again.
I'm angry.
Again.
You are doggone right. I'm angry about that.
Angry.
I am so angry that those parents brought the wrath of God down on the head of that child. They didn't even stand a chance.
I just have to just pause because this to me feels just crazy. For you to be an attorney, this is insane to me.
What does that have to do with it?
This is crazy.
What does me being an attorney have to do with the truth of God and my service
when you
and
think
my
attorney,
duty?
you think somebody that has their head on straight, that can represent somebody, that passed the bar.
Exactly.
But this is really freaking me out.
And you're acting like that you can go
I'm
along
not
and
going to
live
sit here
like
and
the
fight with
devil.
you on my stage, so please be quiet,
like
Shirley.
You cannot
Please be quiet. I'm not going to fight with you, okay? We're not going to go there. We didn't come here to. I didn't come here to do this with you. I didn't come here to do this. Your children are here. Can you be a good, better, responsible parent?
And why don't you be a good role model?
And get her to shut up. That somehow you're going to change the fact that God's wrath is pouring out upon this nation.
Okay, well I'm going to burn in hell because. So why don't you guys tell me?
Yes, you are.
Why don't you tell me what I am? One of you guys called me something. What is that?
A fag enabler.
I'm a fag enabler. Tell me what that is.
You know what that is. Because you want
Why don't you speak? I want Rebecca to speak. Why don't you talk to me?
Okay, you have this bully pulpit, you have this audience that you can influence, you have so many people that you can influence, and instead of them teaching, you don't teach them God's standards so that they might go to heaven, you teach them your own standard and saying it's okay to be gay when you know
what show
that they'll go to hell.
Tell me what show you're talking about. You're talking about America's Next Top Model, right?
Yeah.
Have you seen more than one episode of America's Next Top Model?
Yeah, actually we were sick one day, and we actually saw an entire marathon.
Why would you do that? If I hated fags, I would be like, get the fag off the TV. I'm not watching that. That's what I would think. That's what I would think.
It's not what goes into a man that defiles him. It's what comes out of him.
But
out of your evil heart.
Let me just ask you. Don't preach. I don't want to do the preaching. I don't want to do the preaching thing. I want to talk to you guys. Let me talk to your daughters. They're here and they're over 18. They're adults.
Alrighty then.
I want to talk to you about why you would watch a show like that if you think that people are going to burn and you think it's the biggest sin in the world.
Have you ever seen daytime television?
No, I want to know why you would watch that. I want to ask you, Rebecca. Why would you watch America's Next Top Model if it's so bad?
Well, if you're stuck in a room and you really have nothing to do, you just have to see what's on TV. And that was pretty much the only interesting stuff. It was interesting.
Okay.
But you propagate fag agenda all over it, and you just lie to them to their faces.
You know, it's so funny with you guys. I look at you, two beautiful young girls, and I know that you guys, are you in school? You go to college?
Yeah.
Do you have friends?
Not outside of our church. We have acquaintances.
But you don't have friends.
We don't want to be friends with the people of this world. Our friends are the people that serve God. Jesus Christ said, who is my mother and who are my brethren? It's the people that serve God. I don't want to be friends with you. I don't want to be friends with them. I want to be friends with people who love and obey the Lord their God. Exactly. Because otherwise they don't have a hope of going to heaven.
Why are you angry too? Why do you all think so much about love, but in such a way?
You keep trying to mischaracterize our zeal for something other than that.
It's really not. If you say that you speak from love and
we are
and
determined
God,
for
let
you
me
to
talk.
hear
No,
us.
you say that I'm cutting you
We're
off. You have cut me off
determined to hear
10 times, so I would love for you to be quiet right now.
Yeah, well, we're
I would
determined
love
to
for you to be quiet right now.
You ask and you don't let us answer. You don't let us answer.
I cannot fight you on this stage.
No, so just let us answer, and then you can talk after we're done answering.
This is hilarious. Okay, what I want to ask you. One thing that Megan said was that this is all that you've ever known.
Yeah.
Why don't you talk about that?
Well, we started picketing when I was about 5 years old. And of course I didn't understand everything then. And I probably don't understand everything now. But I have a duty, just like you have a duty, just like they have a duty, to study, to show themselves approved.
What do you like to do in your spare time?
Study the scriptures, she means.
Exactly.
What do you like to do in your spare time?
I like to run. I work. I like to learn more about the Bible. I like to understand, to study the mysteries of God, because that is the only true happiness.
Besides your religion, what else do you like to do in life?
I like to run. I like to learn Spanish. I do translation interpretation.
What about you, Rebecca?
I like to run too.
You like to run?
Yeah.
You know, I want to point something out. I just asked you what you like to do outside of your religion. No, let me just tell you, you guys lit up. You lit up. You became so soft. You looked so happy. So why is it that things outside of your religion
Because you won't bite their head off when they talk about
I'm talking to them. But the other stuff, when you talk about it, it comes from this.
See, you didn't let us answer earlier. You said, why are you so angry? Well, we're not angry. What we're trying to do is get the point across to people who hate our message, who hate us, who hate God, who hate His judgments. That's why we have to get, you know, it's almost
a little defiant.
Yeah.
Because we have to make sure if you're going to hear us that we talk loud enough to be heard, because you cut us off before we say the words because you don't like the words.
And it's not just you, it's everybody we talk to.
So I understand that there's some people that don't like what you have to stand for, and they've taken some strong actions about that. Why don't you tell me about that?
Yeah, that I was, well, we've had so many crimes committed against us, vandalism, we've had cars driven at us, we've been shot at, we've had, America bombed our church to try to make us stop preaching, to make us stop telling you just what the scripture says. And I thought this was the, you know, do your own thing generation, tolerance, loving. Yeah. Where is that? Where is your diversity? Where is
I want to know where it is too, because it's not on the couch right now. It's not. Take a break. We'll be right back.